All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's weekly Quiptic crossword set this week by Anto. Let's see what Anto has for us. Ooh, Irishman joins church for spiritual event. Well, I'd have to get this one. Um, Church is usually CH or CE, so I presume it's going to be an Irish name and then plus CH or CE. Oh, well, I thought of Sean. And that gives us seance. That's a good one. Let's try the downs. Reported volume on speaking equipment is very shaky. Ah, yes, so just thinking of very shaky, excuse me, exclamation made me think of earthquakes for some reason, and then seismic. So size is a homophone for size, volume. And the speaking equipment, you might use a microphone. All right, playground accommodates quiet exercise. Well, playground is usually one word, I think, but ground, yes, it can be an anagram indicator. You know, if you grind coffee beans, so you grind the letters of play, and then inside it you put P for quiet from piano in music, and you get apply, so it's not the exercise. Excuse me, I was expecting it to be. All right, well, let's take a look at 9 across. Ship in colony worker, it's vital. Well, important comes to mind. Ah, yes. And if you ship something in, you import it, and a worker in a colony might be an ant. Kind to embrace darling, getting reprimand. It seems like reprimand will be the definition. We're going to have a word for kind that is going to go around. Darling, now is it going to be kind as in type or kind as in caring? Oh, could be caring actually. Ah, CAR. And then what's the darling? Oh, a pet. I really only know this, I think, because it's come up in the crossword before. If you're hauled on the carpet, apparently in Britain that's called a carpeting. I don't think I'm familiar with that usage other than seeing it here in the cryptic crossword. All right. Vote in favor, blocking honor, perhaps. Oh, I wonder if the definition is perhaps because I don't think there's too many words that are going to fit, whoops, that, but maybe. Ah, yeah, so if you vote in favor, you vote I, A-Y, and that blocks or goes inside an honor, an MBE, member of the British Empire, I think. All right, so the top left is looking good. Copper is more reticent and less demanding. I think copper is going to be CU. And then a word for more reticent. Oh, I think that might be shire. And together we get cushier. If you have a less demanding job, it would be cushier. All right. Yeah, I usually go in order, but I'm focusing on the top left here. Prohibit short-term teasing. Teasing could be banter. Ah, yeah, and so prohibit is ban, and the word term, if it's short, it's just TER. All right, oh, let's try seated her awkwardly, where there's a lot of water. I think it's going to be an anagram of seated her, and I'm thinking the Red Sea. All right. She has part in current version of hair. I like that one. What's the definition? Maybe a version of hair as in some kind of hairdo. She has... No, I don't get that at all. How about 4 across? One charging, conservative customer on account. Well, account can be abbreviated to AC. Yeah, so is that going to be at the end? One charging, conservative could be C or con. I don't know what customer would be. Oh, user maybe? Ah, yeah, I think we do start with AC for account, then a conservative user, and someone who is making a charge, criminal charge, would be an accuser. All right, now she has part in current version of hair. No. Break off to deliver source of veal. Yeah, is it going to be a source of veal? But I don't know what is a source of veal. A calf, right? Calve? Oh, well, yeah, I think it is a double definition. I think icebergs calve, don't they? And if you deliver the source of veal, then you deliver a calf, you calve, calve, I don't know how you pronounce it. All right, a tax credit as a silly activity. I'm thinking the definition is a tax, maybe. Credit as a has 9 letters, and if that was silly, but that only has one S. Activity. Who could it be? Maybe C for credit plus as a silly. An activity is telling us to anagram all of that. I don't see it. Alternative theatre, first time out, to produce warmed up fare. Well, I'm thinking, yes, so to produce warmed up fare might be to reheat. And so alternative is telling us to anagram theatre, but that has 7 letters, so we remove the first time T to get 6 letters. All right, it secures request for silence on field. Okay, a request for silence might be telling someone to hush or just saying sh, shush. And a field might be a lee field, and that gives a leash, which secures. Yeah, still not getting those downs. King breaking cracked ice is taking a day off work. All right, so I think king is going to be K or R, and that's going to break or go inside. Maybe it's an anagram of ice is, and that's going to maybe mean taking a day off work. Something like skiving or... Yeah, I don't see it. Grumbled when husband leaving, only hurt slightly. So I think it's going to be a word for grumbled that has an H in it. We take the H out, husband leaving. And then I think it's going to mean only hurt slightly. So I think it must end in ED. I'm thinking of singed, but yeah, I don't see how that would work. Singed, grumbled. No. How about evidence of accident near waste disposal area? Yeah, so evidence, what would evidence of accident be? Skid marks, maybe? Oh, I, I have a terrible feeling it is skid marks in the nasty meaning of the word near your waste disposal area. Um, could that be right? So the whole thing is just a cryptic definition. I'm going to put it in, but dear oh dear, the Guardian is getting worse. What would that do for our grumbled now? I think it must be, it could be double G, only hurt slightly, twinged or tinged. No. All right, how about hoity-toity food with drink outside? I'm wondering if it could be stuck up, could be hoity-toity, and I think it is because we have tuck for food, and surrounding it we have sup for drink. Setter can be silenced, but will remain unchanged. Ooh, I like that. So setter probably referring to himself as I or me, but will remain. No. Roots of initial trouble up by East Riding. Root of initial is surely I, and then trouble up. Maybe reverse a word for trouble by E for east. And then is riding the definition? No, I don't see it. Now let me try some of these downs. Well, let's try this one. Being so numerous won't matter so much. It might be a double definition, a word that could mean being so numerous. Countless. Yes. So yes, so that's the straight definition. And then you could break it up and say if something won't matter as much, it will count less. All right. Composer, badly used by son. I want it to be Debussy. Yes, it's going to be badly an anagram of used by plus S for son. Notice, spotted, showing what children can play with. So if you notice something, you see it, and if you spotted something in the past tense, you saw it. Nice, easy one there. Joke about woman, strictly religious. Well, the first joke, since we have the P I thought of, was a pun. The woman is Rita, and therefore strictly religious, you might be a Puritan. Busier sketches becoming central for funny show. I'm wondering if we take the inner letters of busier sketches becoming. Yeah, and they spell out sitcom. That's very clever for a funny show. People find bone in empty temple. Ooh, don't see that one. Life with me is its own little world. No, I don't see that one either. All right, this is our setter can be silenced. Like, it might be beginning with I am. Yes, I'm mutable. I can be silenced, and that is immutable. That's a good one. All right, so is the T coming from the root? Oh, root of. The initial of trouble maybe is the T. A root might be a tuber. Yes, it's the first letters of trouble up by East Riding. All right. Dog soldier joins military unit without further thought. Dog, I immediately think cur. Now I'm wondering if it might be a corgi, so the definition is dog. Because the soldier, I think, is a GI. Yes, a military unit is a corps, CORPS, but you take away the PS standing for postscript, which might be a further thought you add to a letter. I know I'm old enough to have written letters when I was younger. And I think in a way I sort of would save something up to put in a PS because it just made me feel more, I don't know, intelligent that, oh, I have a PS in my letter. Anyway, separated when tripping. Something like split out. Oh, spaced out. Oh, okay. Yeah, if things are separated by a lot, they are spaced out. And if you're tripping in the 60s meaning of the word. All right, my container. Well, I think the M and the Y we have are the container for flower. That could be an aster, and showing great skill, showing mastery. Who consignees sales hold back description of unwarranted items. I think the first word must be as. Yeah, I'm thinking of like when you buy items and it says as is, or consignees sales. Hold back, so something reversed maybe. Description of unwarranted. Oh, it might be a hidden clue. Yes, as seen, I think. So within consignees sales, reading backwards from the A in sales, you have as seen. How is that a description of unwarranted items, though? As seen on TV, but I don't get. Maybe it is the same as is. I'm selling you these items as they are seen. I don't know. Oh, people could be tribe. Yeah, the bone is a rib. And the empty temple, I should have realized, is just the T and the E, the outer letters. All right, life with me is its own little world. Oh, yeah, I was thinking if the B was a G, we might have globe, but oh, how about a biome? Yes, so life is biomass or whatever. With me, And a biome can be a little world, I suppose. All right, so this still could be an anagram of ice is with, oh, a sickie. Ah, yes, British slang for a sick day, taking a day off work. There we go, and it is K for king. All right, so what is 6 down? Something stick, attacks, credit. Oh, credit can be tick, yes, in British slang. Yes, silly activity would be slapstick, so attacks is slaps. She has part in current. Oh, an actress, she has part. I like that. In current, oh, I think might be AC, alternating current. And a version of hair might be a tress. That's clever. All right, just our grumbled. When husband leaving only hurt slightly. I'm going to pause, sip my water, and go through the alphabet for that one. Of course, the grumbled word is whinged, and if the H leaves, then you get a very different pronunciation, winged, or even winged if you prefer. No, winged if you're only hurt slightly. All right, not too bad today. Let's check all. Double check, everything's still there. All right, let's take a quick look over at 15 squared and see if they're as happy as I am. All right, the blog is by Pierre, who has quite a bit of editorializing. The editor continues to give Anto the gig for producing Quiptics while he has his fan club. Commenters here indicate he might not be the best choice, and some ammunition, 1 or 2 clunky clues. As a bonus, there's a grammatical howler of the worst order. Ooh, what is that, I wonder? Yeah, I don't think I had any problems with parsing, so what did I miss? Shade of CU and Shire, but the is unaccounted for? Well, I don't think that's unusual, is it? Let's see, what else do we have? Playground is 1 word in this house. Yeah, I suppose maybe Anto should have put it together and let us lift and separate, but maybe he was just trying to help us since it is the Quiptic. Yeah, first reference for Cav is to icebergs. And dear, oh dear. Well, thank you, Pierre, for that definition of skid marks. Good Lord. Oh, I didn't notice the apostrophe, and I usually am good at spotting that. Maybe it was fixed in the online version, sort of area like when you're in year 5. Oh my goodness. Its own little world. Anyway, good challenge, quite tricky in parts. Yeah, yeah, I thought the description was a tad brutal. Yes. I'm no prude, but skid marks was a disgusting image on it. I am a bit of a prude, I have to admit. But anyway, it's all part of the game, I suppose. Yeah, quite a few comments on that one clue. Winged is not the same as only hurt slightly. Oh, I think it's okay because yeah, with a gunshot, if you're just hit on the arm, you might say I winged him or he winged me. All right, well, quite a controversial cryptic this week. Anyway, I enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Thanks as always for watching and have a great day and a great week ahead.